Loki. Loki, I need to talk to you about two situations. What? Yeah, you need to leave TLA, in my opinion, and you need to remove Dino and Luna and Esme, if Esme's still in here. Frozen Star? They're in your server and you're in TLA. A Discord server. It's a Discord server you're in.
Past the point where I just want to use you to further my own goals, I may be starting to like you. Now, I don't want you thinking your power
Okay.
is going soft on you, so let me just say this. If you ever get
Okay,
it in your head to screw
because
me over,
Dino and Luna both have done stuff.
your song string your entrails up like Christmas tinsel. Nothing personal.
No, so basically... So, in TLA, you know how I used to be with, like, Luna, Esme, and Ash, right? What? Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm sorry, but I'm just letting you know this because, people are making lies and accusations against me, and, they are spreading stuff about me that are lies. And if it comes to you, I want you to, I'm just gonna say this, if it comes to you, I want you to know that it's a lie. Because that's basically what's happening in TLA, like, I got accused of calling, I think, Luna a pedophile or something like that, which I never did. And so talking to a blacklisted member, aka Skittles, which I have proof I didn't, and that there's other people in Skittles server that's in TLA, but they didn't acknowledge, like, the other people in the server. Anyways, there's that, and like, now, like, today I woke up and Ash's sister, or now brother, tried to add me, said, if you're lying, I'm gonna yell at you and stuff like that. And then I heard, I don't think it's true, but from Dino, they said they were talking shit about me. So I don't know if that's true, but, yeah, like, and Luna's, I heard from someone else, like, if you need more details, I can invite them to your server if needed. I understand you don't want the drama, and please don't kick me out. But, no, yeah, no, they won't believe me. No. You know, that's how I roll as well, but the thing is that, like, they don't believe me. Like, for example, like, there's multiple people that I got blacklisted, right, basically for no reason. They, like, a lot of people that I consider family in that server did not talk to me about it and get my side of the story. They just basically blocked and they just blocked me. Yeah. And then with... Yeah. 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 And then with, sorry, I can't speak. With Dino, I had to make a police report against him. Or not against him, but basically I gave Dino my phone number, right? Or it was partially against him. I gave Dino my phone number yesterday, right? While we were still talking. And can I DM you something? Straight afterwards, I get a message, from this random number, it with an explicit photo of a female. So I believe it was from Dino. And, the person that also has information against Luna at, like, the TLA server, like, supposedly Dino's Snapchat got hacked, but in reality it didn't because they don't believe it got hacked. And yeah, I'm just showing you this because I don't know if you want Dino on your server. Like, I blocked him and stuff like that, but he's in a lot of servers I'm in, and I don't know if, like, you want that in your server. No, it's that's not. It's a fake number. Like, have you heard of the app called Text Now? It's not spam. It's like, there's like apps you can use where like you can get a free number where you can text people off of them. That's basically, it's like not your actual number, but like you can text people off of it. That's basically what they use. They didn't use their actual number.
I'm Craig from Foundation, and I think I'm the only one left. We saw the nasty weather kicking up down here and thought it'd be worth check. You're back. Need anything?
No, I'm not saying he gave my number out. I'm saying he like pretended to be
Okay to you?
someone else. Because it was like straight after I gave him. I'm not trying to be true. And yeah, I regret that now. Like, I realize that now. Yeah.
You ain't wrong. It's been a crap day.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm
Careful
just
out there.
spreading.
Please
I guess it's
don't
not
leave
spreading
them back.
awareness. Like, I'm already going through a lot and I'm emotional. Like,
What are we
I'm
gonna
dealing
do
with
those
stuff
things?
IRL.
You're back.
And, like, I guess
Need
that
anything?
is, like, bringing out my emotional side even more, like, with the stuff that's going on Discord. If that makes sense. Like, the LA stuff doesn't bother me anymore, really. But, like, with everything going on IRL, like, I don't. Are you a friend and like a brother? So like, I didn't want to start anything. Yeah, I am. I know I am, and I realize that now after I said everything. So I do apologize. Yeah. You're not gonna remove me from your server, right? Okay, I'm just making sure. Oh, really? Who was it? I'm not gonna ask. Yeah.
What am I gonna do if those things come back?
What the? Yeah. Yeah, I think Boy Wonder might be still in Seven Seas. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I have them on Snapchat and stuff like that in Discord. Do you know who Panda is?
Stay quiet.
You know, he used to be, I think, an HGN. Like, Panda's, he's 24. You know who I'm talking about, right? Did you know he's a pedophile? Like, there's evidence, like, against him. And yeah, like, there was, like, evidence, because, like, it was in, like, most of the stuff happened in PLA. He flirted with, a 17-year-old, like, really inappropriate stuff. And he was doing it to like a 15 or 16-year-old as well. Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, no. So the 15 or 16-year-old, I forgot how old they were. I'm not trying to start stuff, but like I'm just saying like in general, like the evidence, like it doesn't show those ones, but it's mostly about the 17-year-old, I believe. Yeah. You'd have to ask Dino about it because he has the whole thing.
What am I gonna do if those things come back?
Yeah, I'm just letting you know because he got kicked from TLA and then We the People and stuff like that. It's no, like he's in New York and they're in another state.
Anything?
He, Yeah, and I agree with that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I'm not gonna lie, like I have a Discord server, but it's not like for random people. Like it's like just for my close friends. Like on Discord, it's like the people I talk to somewhat the most in a way. And like one of them has the pronouns are they them or something like that, right? But I consider them a child to me because we're kind of close friends. Like we're like I've known both of them for like almost like probably 2, 3, 4 years. Because I've known the older girl from a friend group, and then I met this like at the time it was the sister or whatever. But anyways, like I'm like the sister's not in the server, but like if I added her, like I know like it would be safe. But like yeah, like I that would be the only like minor I would allow. Like I don't even have really minors in my like in my Discord. Yeah, like my language sometimes is uncalled for. Like sometimes like I don't give a wait, hold on, I'm gonna get a Sprite. My throat hurts. I've been not feeling well. Off topic, I know. But like my like language is like weird. And some people like I know you're not like those people, but like there's some people that are like, oh, it's like a 17 plus or an 18 plus server, but then they add younger people. Yeah, I'm like, nope. I'll talk to you later. I have to call my mom. Talk to you later. Bye.
It's weird. I haven't spoken to Cal in a long time. Rick? Yeah. I don't know either. Oh yeah, for sure. Sadler. Of course he is.
You're back. Need anything? I'm Craig from Foundation. And I think I'm the only one left. We saw the nasty weather
Yep.
kicking up down here and
And
thought
yet,
it'd be worth
she blames
checking out.
everybody.
See if anyone needed help. Didn't make it far down.
Herself.
That jump plan. By something. I panicked and ran. You're serious? Did you hear what I just told you? Well,
That's crazy.
better you than me, I suppose. Actually, if you're going out there anyway, would you mind doing me a favor? As you head down Skyline Drive, could you check if there are any signs of what happened to my friends? A trail, a body, personal effects, anything I could use to find them.
Especially to Dino.
Report back at Foundation. Who knows? Maybe even a survivor. Not asking you to do much, just to drop a flare nearby. I can investigate them once the storm calms down a bit. Thank you so much. Anyway, just take the flares. If you
Space
happen
Panda?
upon anything or anyone, just drop one. And if you come back after, I'll make it worth your while. And watch out for those things. They may look like...
So, and also Batman is one
and
too.
they're not friendly.
No, I'm letting you know Batman is one. Well, just proof of him talking to minors. All I can say to you is, it is what it is. I've heard from like everybody, and I had a conversation with Akina. But leave all you want. I don't care. I'm just worried about the government right now. Yeah, because apparently people are Rich people want more money, so they're gonna cut out Medicare. Um, Also, uh, ISIS again get more money from it. So I don't know. Yeah. Mhm. It's been pushed since centuries. Oh yeah. No, that's not. Yeah, desperately. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go. Uh huh. Yep. Yep. For free. Right. Yep. Yep. I'll be glad that I can afford a house that's lower price. That's all I'm worried about. A house that's lower price, not high price. Cause dude, every time I try to find a house for a family home, whatever, it's like 20,000 and 30,000. Like, damn, we always trying to Also, man, trying to find affordable housing. Yeah. Not right now. I'm gonna have to go work soon because I'm gonna go to college. Transfer. But I'll be glad that they do that. Yeah. I used to play a lot of them. Las Vegas. Yeah. Yeah. It's banana. And you've been and all my life. Look. But I'll talk to you later. I need to talk to somebody. Someone's calling me. Alright, peace. Catch you later.
Wonderful. I was getting worried. So, here's the situation. You need to get into the vault. I need to get out. This door isn't intended for easy access, so it'll require joint authorization from both sides to open. I'm on this side and authorized. You're on that side and not authorized. But no worries. I've got a plan. All of the Lost were once members of the Vault and should have authorization. You just need to get a hold of a hand and scan it. Easy peasy. That's right. Just a bit of post-mortem amputation and we'll be set. Just scan the hand once you've got it. I'll be on standby. Promise. Time's a ticking. Chop, chop! Ooh, sorry. Anyway, I gotta run, but I'll be back. Scan a hand! Bye! And you're not lost, I assume. If you are, say so, because that would be a major breakthrough. I'm a bit too busy for that, but someone inside would be very happy to answer all of your questions. Anyway, I'm Hilda Stoltz. Hi. I'm head of the organic sector, which is exactly where I'm about to run off to. But don't worry, my Uncle Hugo is very eager to meet you. Just down the hall, in the Overseer's office, as he is the Overseer. Oh, and I've disabled the two-step lock, so coming and going should be easier now. Anyway, like I said, Uncle Hugo, down the hall. Toodaloo!
My niece told me to expect you. And do not mind my appearance. I can assure you I mean no harm. Can the same be said of you, though, outsider? Do you intend to harm us? My niece can be a bit forceful when she finds a carrot to chase. You have my word, though. You haven't chased your carrot into a trap. Where are my manners? I did not mean to be so standoffish. You're a most welcome guest here. I cannot be too careful. It has been a long time since we've spoken with anyone from the surface. Ah, fascinating. Is that the faint clicking of a Pip-Boy I hear? How grand. A colleague from another paradise below the ground. Vault 76, I take it? What a pleasant surprise.
Should be starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it.
Wunderbar. Kismet even. We are having fun now, aren't we? Listen, my new friend. Regardless of what pretenses my dear niece may have brought you here with, I believe I can repay you for your effort. No, opportunity. And your silly surface currency too, I suppose.
Seeing someone do so
As you may have ventured to guess on your trip here, our beloved Shenandoah has seen better days. Less stormy days. I'm in the midst of trying to get this under control, but our vault is still in a bit of a state of shock. If you'd be willing to engage in a bit of freelance work, I'm sure I can provide plenty of payment in kind.
Even with the stockpile from the supply runs, you know, before the storms.
Fantastisch. I'm pleased to hear it. Perhaps I should introduce myself to assuage any hesitation you have. I am Hugo Stolz, overseer of Vault 63, yes, but also a principled man of business. Willkommen. Bitte komm rein. My niece told me to expect you. And do not mind my... Can the same...
Good community gathering around here.
My niece can be... You have my... I cannot... Ah, fascinating. A colleague from another...
you animals up there.
What? We are having fun now, aren't we? Listen, my new friend. Regardless of what pretenses my dear niece may have brought you here with, I believe I can repay you for your effort. No, opportunity. And your sillies. As you may have ventured to guess on your trip here, our beloved Shenandoah has seen better days. Less stormy days. I'm in the midst of trying to get this under control, but our vault is still in a bit of a state of shock. If you'd be willing to engage in a bit of freelance work, I'm sure I can provide plenty of payment in kind.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little.
Fantastisch.
Supply runs
I'm pleased to hear it.
before the storms.
Perhaps I should introduce myself to assuage any hesitation you have. I am Hugo Stolz, overseer of Vault 63, yes, but also a principled man of business from the world of yore. Founder and CEO of Stolz Enterprises, respected member of Vault Tech's board of directors, and overall international man of mystery. Allow me to formally welcome you to Vault 63 as our, let's say, outside consultant. Yes, that'll do perfectly. Oh, please. Hugo is just fine. Now, I'm sure you have many questions. I would expect no less, but I promise your first task will help to answer much. Speak with our Chief of Security, James T. Oberlin, and fetch me his latest situation report. I'd like to have him vet you a bit before we proceed any further. I'm sure he'd be happy to answer questions for you about our current predicament while you're at it. You'll do splendidly, I'm sure.
You animals up there. Any of them good with you?
What would Cassie do?
It's a shame we don't have the workforce to spruce this place up a little.
You felt the whole boat shaking.
anything I can look at for you today? Any signs of the condition? You have beautiful skin. It's unsettling.
Supplies are starting to dwindle a little. Even with the stockpile from the supply.
It's a shame we don't have the workforce as Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to
Been expecting
think it
you.
won't keep lasting.
James T. Oberlin, Chief of Security, Vault 63. Formerly United States Army. Ordinarily, an outsider would report directly to the security offices. But as you've seen, Mr. Stoltz isn't fond of ordinary. How exactly did you end up on our doorstep, outsider? And you were able to dispose of them. Interesting. Must mean you have some combat training. That could be helpful. Well, considering I'm entirely lacking any sort of credentials or background on you, perhaps you can fill me in on your history.
These jumpsuits don't leave much room for expression.
You do seem fit to fight, at least. But that's not really an answer to my question. I won't fault you for a lie by omission, though. You seem eager and able enough. I've already been made aware that you're a dweller for Vault 76. Mr. Stoltz buzzed me ahead of your arrival and filled me in on the situation. Sorry for the test, but wanted to see how you'd present yourself. I appreciate your attempt to take this. Here's my status report for Mr. Stoltz. You're dismissed, unless you have other questions. That's going on your record. I'm not a Marine. Just get out of my sight.
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
Right. Keep it together. Stoltz. Act like it.
Bravo. You reckon that storm's gonna get worse?
just been thinking on some things. Yes, that. Don't worry about that now. I have a question for you. Tell me, are we our brains? Oh, heavens no. Nothing quite so supernatural. Consciousness, perception, encoding and the formation of memories. To take the observable world and sculpt from it a translation of ourselves, of others. And in the eyes of others, how many versions of us exist?
Lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
A long time since we had a good community gathering around.
What's that? Oh, I have completely gone off the rails. I apologize. You have the spirit of an old friend about you. I've forgotten there's much new ground to tread between us. I may have failed to mention this before, but I am or was blind. Born that way. After the incident that left me in this state, I became able to truly see the world. Well, perhaps it's more accurate to say, I feel the world. Pulses of electricity, waves bending and refracting, gentle hums of life vibrating shapes into being. This world I see, I share it with the lost. I live as they do, yet I remain myself. Perhaps more myself than I was before. But others were lost to it, and to us. Friends, colleagues, loved ones. When they witness this world, they're minded. Well, I suppose I cannot explain what their mind perceives, just as one could never explain sight to me before. We have been trying to learn why this connection was permanently severed between us. Desperately so. I appreciate your condolences. It has been a very long time since I've spoken to someone who doesn't share this grief with me. All of this is to say we need your help, my friend. There are many problems at our feet, and you are uniquely equipped to help us. Thank you. That truly means the world to me. Let's discuss next steps. There's 2 sets of investigations I'd have you undertake. Your new friend Oberlin can fill you in on one, and I'd be happy to walk you through the other. Take a moment to relax and process. Speak with either of us when you're ready to hear the details. And once again, I cannot contain my excitement in having you on board. Willkommen im Team, mein Freund. So, shall we begin? There are some tasks that I'm unequipped to handle myself, and I need your assistance. Excellent. As you've hopefully been made aware by now, the source of the weather phenomenon outside is a device that is under our control. Or rather, the lack thereof. Control, that is. In order to solve this error, we'll need to acquire the weather machine's blueprints. They are in the wall safe just over there. If only it were that simple. The safe can only be opened with a key that my beloved wife Cassie has chosen to hide in a very secure location. So secure that only she knows where it is. This is problematic, as she has been unwell and unresponsive for quite some time. That said, she was a diligent note-keeper. I'm certain you could find out where she moved the key to if you were to search through her notes. You should find them all in our room upstairs. It is unlocked, so you should be able to just walk in. With my condition as it is, I'm unable to do this myself, and thus, my new friend, the task falls to you. You will? Oh, wie wunderbar. Best of luck.
We felt the whole world shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing more.
Been a long time since
expression.
someone do
Make it
so
quick.
much good around here. It's refreshing.
I've been spread thin dealing with surface-side security concerns. My more menial tasks have started to slip through the cracks, however. I can tell you're equipped to handle much worse, but tackling some issues from my backlog would be of great service to me, at least as a start. There are 3 in particular who often bring up issues to me. You can start there. There are 3 residents that have been complaining about a myriad of concerns. Margaret, Lawrence, and Julio. Your best bet is to track them down. They're likely lounging about waiting for someone else to handle the hard work. They should have more than enough to keep you busy for the time being. Report back when it's been handled. In the meantime, I have other matters I need to attend to, so please, if you'd excuse me.
I miss research and science and discovery.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was. Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to leave. How's it going out there? Windy? Airish?
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting.
You should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was.
How about some space, buddy? You're standing a little close there.
Yeah, people who eavesdrop are the worst.
And then I saw... Do you mind?
Ooh,
Oh, a stranger. We haven't seen anyone from outside in a while. What brings you here? Chief Oberlin's finally getting around to dealing with this, huh? And sending in a stranger to boot. We must have it tough. Yeah, there's a few things we've brought up before. Most of it in the lower levels. Things like strange noises coming from the generator room. People are scared to go check it out. Lost are in there.
Oh, also, we have a huge rat problem in the storage room, as in, huge rats. Last time I was on a food run, something jumped right past me and snatched it. Damn near took my arm with it, too.
And, someone should probably take care of Alfie.
Yeah. Alfie was one of us, but his condition got worse until he got us to lock him in his room. He's probably lost his mind by now, but no one could bring themselves to do what needs to be done. You didn't know him, though. If there's anything you could do for him, we'd appreciate it. You can get to the lower levels from the elevators just over there. There's also a stairwell down just across the atrium that leads directly to the storage room. Good luck, and thank you.
Good luck down there, and,
You need something? Wow. Split it all.
Fatherly Railroad 6DD0 said, best viewers on stream boo. Net, remove the space at SFU70.
You're back. I hope you...
I miss research and science.
Let me know when you've had it.
Discoveries and news.
I miss the new animals up there. Any of them good for eating? I felt the whole vault shaking a while
Every
back.
single one of them.
Security
This
said
next
there's nothing to
went
worry
through my
about
head.
though.
What the hell are you doing in here?
Get your filthy hands off her! Very well. But I'm sure you wouldn't appreciate a stranger manhandling your spouse. This arrangement is in her best interest. I apologize. Truly. I'm just very protective of her, you know. She is my other half, and life is just not complete without her. Of course, she has the key herself. I should have known. Nothing. She's perfect. Always has been. Always will be. The same incident that has put me into my condition. Well, it made her quiet. Tired. She'll be right in no time. All the more reason for you to get a move on with those weather machine blueprints. No? Yes. Very well. If you would excuse me, I would like a moment with my wife. Come find me when you have the blueprints.
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it should have arrived a few years back. The old vault sure was something. You know.
What if we go back to the surface? Nobody wants to know us because of our
Seeing someone do so much good around here is a pleasure.
We felt the whole vault shaking a while back. Security said it was nothing to worry about, though. say?
Vault 63 has lasted this long. No reason to think it won't keep lasting. You reckon this
So I'm from
storm is gonna
outside.
get worse?
How's the storm?
These jumpsuits gotta get a much needed expression.
Smell something weird?
You need something?
Welcome back. How are things going? We're sorry that you had to be the one to deal with all of that.
Yeah, it's good to know there are still people outside, especially people who are capable.
Thanks. We couldn't have done it ourselves. Is there anything we can do for you?
Don't you be starting to change things up around here. We got a system and it works, damn it.
Well, we're not really ones to gossip.
Not with outsiders, anyway. But you're alright.
Maybe we can share a few details.
I don't see... Strict but fair. He runs a tight ship. As long as you hit your deadlines and don't cause problems, he's actually pretty pleasant.
But you don't want to find yourself on his bad side. I heard he was a pretty ruthless businessman before his overseer days. I doubt he's actually changed all that much. Just don't mention his, condition. It's kind of a sensitive subject.
What brings you back in here?
You have to be in the business world, especially in wartime. He's always been pretty respectful during the rounds and inspections, especially when Cassidy was around. Say what you will about the man, it's clear he would do anything for his wife. He was head over heels for her.
She did keep him level-headed. She just up and disappeared one day. I hope she's doing well wherever she is.
Is there anything else? He's friendly, but can be dismissive. He does his best to keep things safe and orderly, but we can see he kind of resents it. Especially having to work for Overseer Stoltz. We just haven't figured out why, other than being overworked. The Overseer seems to be keeping him extra busy lately, particularly after everything that's been going on.
He's always been friendly. Heck, even used to be fun. Would always be up to party after work. Now though, huge stick in the mud. Can't say I blame the guy, but last few years he's been more, what's the word?
Boring.
Cold, bottled up, like a shaken Nuka-Cola ready to burst.
Is there anything else? Well, it used to be a lot busier. We'd take the rail line to work in the different wings each day. Then there was the accident, which, honestly, we still don't know much about. After that, most folks we knew became what we call the Lost. And the Overseer became, well... Oh, and then there was the earthquakes recently. That destroyed any way of easily reaching the other wings, even if we wanted to fight them back from the Lost.
It's not all bad. We got food, shelter, safety, and space. It'll sure be nice to be able to get back to work, but just think of it as an extended vacation.
I'm more worried about how much work we'll have to catch up on when things get back to normal. If they ever get back to normal.
We tried to keep working here in the atrium, even outside the vault, but in the end we just stopped. Been locked in here a while now, and looks like nothing's changing until that storm outside passes. Strict but fair. He runs a tight ship. As long as you hit your deadlines and don't cause problems, he's actually pretty pleasant.
But you don't want to find yourself on his bad side. I heard he was a pretty ruthless business. I doubt...
You have to be in the business world.
Yeah, people who eavesdrop are the worst.
Don't you just hate rude people listening in on private conversations?
How about some space, buddy? You're, standing a little close there.
Vault 63 has lasted this long. We should think it will last.
Welcome back. How are things going?
I wonder how that happened.
Yeah, we'll spread the word that you are someone trustworthy. Thanks again for all the help. You're all right, outsider.
Yeah, people who eavesdrop are the worst.
new animals up there. Any of them good for eating? The new animals up there. Any of them good for eating? Ah, the one from outside. How's the storm? Don't you be starting a change.
You're back. I hope you have good news for me.
System, and it works, damn it.
Well, color me surprised. Good work. With that out of the way, I'll be able to focus on the more important matters, like dealing with the chaos going on outside of this vault. I don't suppose that those three had anything interesting to say while you were helping them? Looks like I may have to check in with our custodian Johnny later. He usually hears a thing or two, though I'd much rather people come to me than having to resort to gossip mills. Still, it can be hard for people to know who to trust. But enough about that. Now that you've helped me out, is there anything I can help you with? First, your reward. I'll arrange for something from our armory. I'm sure you'll find a good use for it in the future.
I could use some help. I believe you have something for me. Well, they're no good to me. I can't read them. Go deliver them to my daughter, Audrey. She's the one who's leading the effort to repair the weather machine. Oh, and before I forget, our conversation earlier, in Cassie's room. Water under the bridge, yes? I do hope we can keep that just between us. I'd hate for rumors to flutter about. I'm happy to hear it. Oh, and before you go off to Audrey, I would like you to indulge me in another thought exercise I've been meditating on. If you were to repair a ship by replacing it plank by plank, piece by piece, so much so that no single piece of wood from the original vessel remained, would you have a new ship? Or would it still be the original, only improved? Spoken with confidence. Personifying the boat like a true sailor. For this exercise, I propose we conclude the opposite. Just humor me a moment. Let's say for this example that we can agree that eventually it is a new ship. Because I think the more interesting question is, at what point does it become so refreshing? After half of the planks? After the final part is replaced? Perhaps the rudder? Or mast? If we were to change piece by piece, at what point do we become something entirely new? Huh? One more. Let's perhaps hold on an answer. I'd rather that linger with you a bit. And you have important business to attend to. Now, off with you to see Audrey. She's buried in her books in the meteorology sector. I hope you have some good hiking boots. It's quite the trek. Safe travels.
fixer, Bill Clinton, all intersected past with Jeffrey Epstein. Jeffrey Epstein isn't with us anymore, and nobody seems to want to talk about it.
Would you declassify the 9/11 files?
Yeah.
Would you declassify JFK files?
There's a lot of these,
Would you declassify the Epstein files?
Yeah, I would.
Wow.
I guess I would. I think that less so because, you know, you don't know. You don't want to affect people's lives if it's phony stuff in there because there's a lot of phony stuff with that whole world. But I think
for
I
sure,
would. Or at
guys.
least
Do you think that would restore trust? Help restore trust?
Yeah, I don't know about Epstein so much as I do the others. Certainly about the way he died. It would be interesting to find out what happened there because that was a weird situation and the cameras didn't happen to be working, et cetera, et cetera.
I want to talk to you about the Epstein case. I have worked on this for years, trying to get those records of who flew on Epstein's plane and who helped him build this international human trafficking ring.
Absolutely, Senator. Child trafficking has no place in the United States of America, and I will do everything, if confirmed as FBI director, to make sure the American public knows the full weight of what happened in the past.
Release the list.
It's like that meme of like the dog with big muscles, and then like the other meme of the dog that's crying and it's really small. That's like that dude before and after getting appointed. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Seriously, we need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
Yeah.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's
Sure is,
clients.
guys.
Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now.
It's embarrassing we need to self-censor word to make Karens upset. It's just a bunch of again, like you don't ever let, like I don't, the only words I don't say on stream are the ones that I will get banned for. I don't say those, not yet.
A lot of people are wondering,
We're gonna
because you
bring it
said
back.
last week that you have the Epstein files on your desk. When can we see them, and what's taking so long to release them?
I do. Jesse, there are well over, this will make you sick, 200 victims. 200. So we have, over 250 actually. So we have to make sure that their identity is protected. Other than that, I think tomorrow, Jesse, breaking news right now, you're going to see some Epstein information being released.
What was this, like 3 months ago or something?
There are tens of thousands of videos of Epstein with children or child.
What kind? Are we going to see who was on the...
So, if there's so many videos, you're telling me nobody else was in any of these videos? It was all him the entire time?
The flights?
I don't know,
Are we going to
guys.
see any evidence from what he recorded? Because he had all of his homes wired with recording devices.
Yeah, what you're going to see hopefully tomorrow is a lot of flight logs, a lot of names, a lot of information. Pretty sick. What that code of help.
In the case, it is disturbing. Flight logs, we have information, names that will come out.
Is it going to be shocking?
I don't see how it's not shocking that there were so many individuals.
This is actually crazy how big of a cover-up this is. I'm going to be honest. Like, it is shocking that it's this big of a cover-up. That's insane.
That were hidden.
What is this chain? What the fuck are you wearing? Really? This puts Rick Ross to shame. Oh my God.
And kept secret and not been held accountable.
White logs tied to accused
She a rapper?
trafficker
Yeah.
Jeffrey Epstein have been released to some conservative political commentators.
It's a jacket?
They walked out of the White House holding binders labeled the Epstein files.
There was an expectation that this was going to be bigger. You had the same expectation.
We all did. And the FBI handed over a couple hundred pages of documents. But, you know, Sean, I gave them a deadline of Friday at 8 a.m. to get us everything. And a source had told me where the documents were being kept, Southern District of New York, shock. So we got them all by, hopefully all of them, Friday at 8 a.m., thousands of pages of documents.
So let me get this straight. You were sitting around talking a bunch of bullshit about something you didn't even know about? So you were going and you were writing blank checks and you didn't even know what was in the account? Like, that's the best case scenario? You just sitting around making up bullshit?
Documents. I have the FBI going through them, and Cash is also, now that we have Cash here, it's a game changer, of course. And, we're going to go through it as fast as we can, but go through it very cautiously to protect all the victims of Epstein.
Now, is that the only thing that will be redacted? Will everything else be made public?
It's always about protecting the victim. But you know what? We believe in transparency, and America has the right to know.
What we know.
Maybe we are losing our rights after all.
Is that this was a large network of high-profile, high-dollar predators who abused...
Well, what the fuck, though, right? I mean, if Bill Clinton, Donald Trump called them out by name, Bill Clinton and Prince Andrew, he needs to come out and say, why the fuck were you saying their name if you can't pin anything on them? That's ridiculous.
Untold numbers of minors. Only one person has been
this crap again? Yeah, bro. This is a bit. As I said, bro. I said I was going to talk about this shit regularly because this is a big one. This is a really, really big one, and I view this as an inoculation. I understand that criticism, people don't want to see criticism of, Donald Trump because they like Donald Trump and they agree with him about a lot of things. But sometimes it's important to have that criticism in order to prevent yourself from going off course in the future.
Executed for these crimes, and that is Ghislaine Maxwell.
What are you chasing? What? I'll tell you exactly what I'm doing. I think that continued, ongoing, unrelenting expectations, support, and demands for this information to come out publicly will eventually put enough pressure on the government that at least they will throw us a bone. They will at least give us a few customary sacrifice people. And I'll take that. At least, right? At least we might not get the whole list, but we can have a few sacrifices, right? I mean, fuck. Yeah, I mean, just one that, yeah, we need some sacrifices. We do. It's not happening. You're delusional. Winning looks a lot like losing until you win. I think that you're probably right, but I think there's about a 10% chance that I'm right. And that's pretty good.
Video of some guy or gal committing felonies on an island, and I'm in charge.
Yeah.
Don't you think you'd see it?
If you have access to it.
If I have it. Period.
Right.
If I have it. If I have it.
Right. If you have it.
Right.
But you can't say that you have it.
Mm-hmm. No, we're giving you everything we have.
So far.
Everything we
have. Joe sees immediately, bro. He knows what's going on.
Have so far is
have you guys gone over all the video that's available?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. That's what takes so much damn time.
Did Jeffrey Epstein?
Oh God! Name 3 things that don't hang themselves: planners, drywall, and Jeffrey Epstein. Jeez, this guy is a fucking legend.
Or did somebody kill him?
You're usually right by using logic. Nice. I wish you recognized those 5% instead of doubling down. Do a bare minimum research. Just in general, most people can't even do close to that. Usually right. Listen, if you want to complain about me being wrong about a certain topic or something like that, then just structure your question or your feedback around that topic rather than just making these abstract claims that I'm wrong and I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'll listen to responses, but I don't want to hear some... oh, well, you don't know what you're talking about. What does that mean?
That's what I'm telling you. That's what takes so much damn time.
Did Jeffrey Epstein himself or did somebody kill him?
No.
Senator, I believe he himself in a cell in the Metropolitan Detention Center.
Are you going to release all the information about that?
Senator, we are working through that right now with the Department of Justice.
You said...
That's not a yes or no, by the way.
Jeffrey Epstein committed suicide. People don't believe it.
Well, I mean, listen, they have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, who's been in that prison system, who's been in the Metropolitan Detention Center, who's been in segregated housing, suicide when you see one, and that's what that was.
He killed him.
If you know a suicide when you see one, then why don't you show everybody all the evidence that shows definitively that it was a suicide? If you're so certain that the evidence is so unanimous and so definitive that it will prove that it was a suicide, logically, releasing that evidence, everybody else with this same background will come to that same conclusion. You see what I'm saying? Independent autopsy?
Himself. You want me to? I've seen the whole file. The Epstein files. What's the answer to that?
The answer to that is the same as everything else. I'm not going to...
The same as everything else. Yeah, I mean, fuck. Like, that's crazy, right? Like, wow. No, nobody's going to jail. No.
Withhold information from the American public ever. But I'm also not going to rush to get it out there in a format in which they can't rely on it. So on the Epstein matter or any other matters, we are diligently working on that. And it takes time to go through years of investigations, years.
But I thought they just said a minute ago that you look through everything.
The Epstein files. What's the answer to that?
The answer to that is the same as everything else. I'm not going to...
Didn't he just say?
Listen, they have a right to their opinion, but as someone who has worked as a public defender, as a prosecutor, I rely on it. So on the Epstein matter or any other matters, we are diligently working on that. And it takes time to go through years of investigations, years of political maneuvering, and years of cover-up to get the American people what they deserve. And that's what I'm going to give them.
I think that if he just said that, I'd have been fine. Like, I understand it takes a while, for sure. But, like, for me, this is like a top 3 issue. And it's not an issue because of what it's not an issue in and of itself. Like, there's all kinds of, like, awful, horrible things like this that happen all around the world. And really, Jeffrey Epstein doing this is, like, less than 0.01% of the amount of evil like this that's in the world. That's just the truth. You don't like it, that's fine. Look up the statistics. But the problem and the issue is that it's a mining canary. It's a mining canary, and it's a frame of reference. That's the problem. It's a litmus test. Yes, exactly. It's what it means, not what it is. Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, it's not. This isn't. I'm not vibe checking this. It's just it's a fact.
And you're going to get the video of the cell. And you're going to see for yourself.
We do have video. It's not the greatest video in the world. I don't want to set expectations on fire. However, the video does show in that specific block that he goes in, made a phone call.
See, they need to reconcile the fact that they said that there were no videos. Why did they say there was no video? And now they're saying there's video. How did that happen? You see what I'm saying? What's a mining canary? So, this is a metaphor some people might not be familiar with. Miners used to use mining canaries, and a canary obviously is a very small bird, and it has a very weak breathing system. So if any sort of poisonous gases or anything like that is in a mine, it will affect a canary much more quickly than it will affect a human. So deadly gases and fumes will kill the mining canary or cause the canary to start behaving erratically. And that tells miners, oh shit, if we keep going down, we're actually going to be going into these poisonous fumes. So they're basically using the bird as like a, like if it kills the bird, it's going to kill me. And so as soon as the bird dies, I've got to leave. It sounds bad, right? Because of gas? Yeah, it's like an alarm system. Exactly. Yeah, like a scout, a gauge. Yeah, definitely. And so that's the reason. And so like what the metaphor of that is that it is an indicator not of what is, but what is to come. And that's the point that I'm making with this. It's not the fact that the canary did die. It's the fact that people could die if they keep going.
You'll see 12 hours of guards go in and basically check on him, come back. You'll see no one really comes out in that bay, in that area, than him. There's no one in there. When you combine that with the other evidence we will be releasing in the coming weeks, we're still finalizing some of the products. I think it's pretty clear.
Overnight, the FBI and Justice Department releasing 11 hours of footage they say helps confirm notorious financier Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide in his Manhattan jail cell in 2019. But perhaps the biggest bombshell, investigators say they found no incriminating client list of Epstein's, no credible evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals, and no evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties.
Alex Costa, he allegedly said that he did work for an intelligence agency.
What a bunch of bullshit, bro. Like, what a bunch of motherfucker. I can't believe this. Why they censor suicide?
Whether or not he did.
The reason why they censor it is because YouTube does stuff like that. I don't know how to formulate. MAGA has been awesome up until this, but this is really bad. What do you think people should do in terms of seeking proper governance and following election? What alternative to MAGA are there for DEI, BLM, Antifa, pro-trans kids movement? Well, here's the way that you should look at it. Every person has to make a value judgment on whether they want to take a idealistic, principled stance and refuse to choose the lesser of two evils, or vote for the lesser of two evils and play the game. Both of them have a lot of positives and negatives, but at the end of the day, in my opinion, I think the best thing to do is to just simply refuse to play the game. Do not play the game. Do not be tricked into accepting the lesser of two evils. The problem with this, that's kind of what I said before about like the Zoran Mandami, right? Is that I totally understood why people would vote for him because, again, like every other politician seems to be owned by fucking Israel, calling Israel the Holy Land. I'm sorry, but if you're a New York mayor, your Holy Land is New York City. It's outrageous that that's even a question. So whenever I hear about this, I'm like, just it's obvious to me to make that decision. But I also do sometimes choose the lesser of two evils myself. And so you need to make a decision when you think that is the right decision for you and not. Like, for example, in 2012, I really didn't like how Obama continued the wars. I didn't like how he didn't decriminalize marijuana. And I didn't like the fact that he didn't do a number of other policies that I thought he should have done. I was disappointed in Obama. And I also didn't like Mitt Romney either. So I voted for Gary Johnson, which was the Libertarian candidate at the time. And in other cases, like, for example, like 2020 and 2024, I didn't vote for either presidential candidate. For 2000, wasted vote? It wasn't a wasted vote. It wasn't at all, because the idea... So voting in itself is the value. It's not like everybody who loses a vote wastes their vote. And here's another really important component. I think that it's like 3 or 5%. But if a third party in the United States gets to that threshold, it changes the funding regulation and the way that elections are needing to be held. So I actually think that, and I'm also like, I'm not like a big person like, oh, the two-party system is like the biggest problem ever. I think that obviously like every country has different politics systems and every system has problems because the people are running the system and people are problems. So it doesn't matter. Like you can change, you can reimagine it. It doesn't matter. You're always going to have a way for somebody to fuck things up.
And also, could you say why there was a minute missing from the jailhouse tape on the night of the set?
Yeah, sure. If
Pam, could I just interrupt for 1 second?
Yeah.
Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein? This guy's been talked about for years. You're asking, we have Texas, we have this, we have all of the things. And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
I can't believe this.
That is unbelievable. Do you want to waste the time and do you feel like answering?
I don't mind answering.
I mean, I can't believe you're asking a question on Epstein at a time like this where we're having some of the greatest success and also tragedy with what happened in Texas. It just seems like a desecration.
Look at this. List. They're sitting.
Nice guy. Got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey Epstein. At a time like this where we're having some of the greatest, And are people still talking about this guy, this creep?
Epstein.
This guy got a lot of problems coming up, in my opinion, with the famous island with Jeffrey.
What a bunch of fucking bullshit. What a bunch of horse shit. You believe that? Shout out to CoffeeZilla. It's on his second channel. He put these clips together. Go ahead and give the video a like. Give him a sub. The guy's a fucking legend. He almost has 1 million subscribers on his second channel, man. Just like a politician? Yeah, I guess so, right? All theatrics, it's all bullshit. I'll tell you that. It's extremely fucking frustrating. Voting Democrat next election. Here's what's funny. One of the most effective ways to make them do this is to say that you're going to vote Democrat next election or to vote third party. Because again, these people rely on other people's inability or unwillingness to burn down the system. In my opinion, that's how they control you. If you don't want people to control you, you have to be willing to burn down the system, metaphorically.
Hello, everyone. This is Jason Connell and
Hi,
Nick
Jason.
Fox from Sucker Punch Productions. Ghost of Tsushima was an honor to be a part of.
Gentlemen and female gentlemen, I have fantastic news. Today we are getting canceled. I'm sorry, we're doing it. We're going all the way. Feminism is dead, and we have killed it. It's dead. It's over. It's literally over. Feminists cannot even say their talking points anymore. That's how dead they are. Anyway, this video will definitely not be demonetized. Probably. Definitely hit the join button and subscribe. Let's up those numbers, as Ludwig once said. We have crazy deep dive to do. This is the end, bro. I had to make this video. So to be clear, there have been quite a few instances of crazy things that happened in the Western world in the last couple of days specifically. We've come together, and let's just say it's the death spiral of feminism. So this is the Chancellor of the United Kingdom. All right, she is the Chancellor of the United Kingdom. Okay, I'm sorry. You are not ready for what you are about to witness. And here she is, all right, in the fucking whatever it's called, Parliament.
7%.
And she's just crying!
Our outstanding British Transport Police for everything that they do to support.
She was just sitting there crying for an hour, and everyone's making fun of her, obviously, because people are making fun of her because we have a random woman just sitting there in the Senate just crying. Listen, I personally don't think that's a big deal. Not necessarily a big deal, but people are asking questions. The next clip I wanted to show you that's going viral. This is going viral right now. This is a brand new clip from a couple of days ago. And I think you absolutely have to see it. This is Hollywood actress Charlize Theron. Remember, she is a 49-year-old woman.
With women, it's always like, something must be wrong with her. She can't keep a man. She must be a real bitch. What a cunt. I don't have to run every fucking thing by a guy. I'm having the kind of sex I never had in my 20s or in my 30s. We should be the ones that are like, fuck you. Like, I'm gonna have an orgasm. But I did just recently fuck a 26-year-old, and it was really fucking amazing.
What? None of this is a flex, lady. You are alone. You are going to die alone. What is going on? You make this whole fucking video. I'm so good that I'm alone. I don't have no man around me telling me what to do. I'm 49 having sex with 26-year-olds. It feels so good. She needs God. She does. She needs God ASAP. This is crazy. Now, you know what? Suspiciously and coincidentally enough, I believe this is the correct tab. It's not. I was thinking, I did save that somewhere. It's not here. She has 2 trans children. Statistically, it's an anomaly that she would have 2 trans children. Statistically, because, the rate of people becoming transgender is not super big, especially as children. But she has 2 children that 2 out of 2 are both transgender. This is grooming shit, man. It is. Stop it, bro. If that's not grooming, I don't know what it is. Why the fuck are children becoming trans? Question 1. Question 2. Come on, lady. This is some satanic shit, and it's not working. You are an example of the failure of feminism. Oh my God. Anyway, here's another. We're going to get back. We're going to circle back to all of these things. I just need to show you what happened just in the last week alone. This happened 2 days ago. All right. This is Lily Allen. All right. This is her on BBC. All right. This is on the news.
Abortions. I've had a few, but then again, I can't remember exactly how many.
What, really?
Yeah.
Why didn't this come up in last week's episode when we were just talking about abortions?
Because I was just letting you run with it.
Reveal everything.
I can't remember. Yeah, I think maybe like, I want to say 5, 4 or 5.
Yeah, I've heard about 5 too. Lily, I'm so happy I can say that. And
This is demonic, bro! This is disgusting. These are fucking harpies. These are actual harpies. Not only are they having abortions, which, I mean, whatever. There's all a current debate, you know, whatever you believe about abortions. I personally think that it's not good to kill babies. Hot take. However, the Moloch is pleased. So let's not forget, at least the Moloch is happy about all of this. You're celebrating? Listen, if you believe that, you know, abortion is not murder, and therefore you think that it's 5 of them, and you're celebrating it, promoting this degeneracy, bro? You wrote a song about it? Babies for the blood throne, holy shit. Now, anyway, it gets worse. It gets worse. So this is another thing that happened in this week. Scarlett Johansson is the #1 highest grossing actress of all time worldwide. This is crazy. You know her from Marvel. You know her from other things. There she is, the highest grossing actress. And she had something of a crash out where she was yelling and screaming about how, oh, the male gaze, it's so sad. Misogyny is so alive. The male gaze. Now, the reason why she's talking about it is because she's old now. And the male gaze are currently males and gazing at other people. Because there are other women that are younger and more attractive. So other people the males are gazing at others. Not gazing at you. Because you're old. All right? Now, to be honest, I'm going to tell you something very controversial. I decided this entire video was going to be all my controversial hot takes in one video. You're a whore. If you think that what you are doing is selling your body to people to stare at you for sex appeal, for money, you're a whore, okay? Now, if you didn't complain about this now, I wouldn't care, because at least you're standing up for your virtues. But if you decided that your content, you are going to be literally just an attractive lady that's naked on camera while people are looking at you for your body, and you know that it's purely sexual and there's this male gaze, but you didn't care. You did not care about it because, you know, you were on the top of the world. You were making your content. People were loving you. All right. You didn't care. Now that you've fallen out of favor because males are gazing at other women, now you care about the male gaze? That's some whore shit. Let me introduce you to Taylor Lorenz. Taylor Lorenz is a journalist that slandered me. Here, I made this tweet saying that the journalist that's glazing Hassan Piker also says that America deserved 9/11. All right, America deserved 9/11. Is a take of this feminist journalist, supporter of Hassan Piker, another terrorist supporter on Twitch. And she makes this whole thread about me, yelling and ranting and raving. And here at the end, she literally just retweets slander about me. Nux Taku defends the sexualization of underage women. Not true. I'd never do that. That's horrible. And has admitted to watching CSAM. I've never watched CSAM. This is insane. Oh my God. Every flag of all time in the bio based. Now, the craziest thing is, aside from this journalist literally posting slander about me, saying America deserved 9/11 and supporting terrorists, there was recently a very fun debate. All right, so Piers Morgan, he does like these debate shows where basically he got Taylor Lorenz, all right, everyone's favorite complete psychopath, gigafuck, terrorist supporting bitch, all right, this absolute degenerate bitch over here. Now, the funniest part about this is they have a debate about all of the topics I just showed you, all right? They have a topic about Charlize Theron screaming about how she's so happy she doesn't need no man and that she's having sex with 26-year-olds. They made an entire segment debating about how they don't remember how many abortions they had. They had Scarlett Johansson yelling about the male gaze, and they had female politicians crying in public in England. Now, the reason why I wanted to show this to you is because Piers Morgan, he's a pretty centrist guy, I guess, more liberal dude. He had this guy, Andrew Wilson, who is a definitely right-wing Christian ethicist, I'm pretty sure. Like, he believes in Christian ethics, and he got completely far-left retards like Taylor Lorenz and this guy over here. So I wanted to show this to you because this is going to be a bloodbath, all right? We are reaching an era where finally feminism is falling out of grace. It's falling out of grace. People don't want to hear this shit anymore. It's obviously failed. It is obviously a complete and utter failure. So I want to watch this right now because I didn't even see it yet. But I promise you in advance, he is going to murder her. And I am here for it. This radical feminist shit is dead. And not only is it dead, but it can't even maintain itself in a conversation anymore. Because I've said this before, I'll say it again. They could come for me. They could cancel me. They've tried. They'll keep trying. But let me make something clear to you. If your cancellation attempts can't stick, and my values will prove to survive while yours die, then realistically, I am immortal. All right, let's go.
Do you understand that I can take things that are happening socially, point to the worst of them, even if I don't agree with them, to use that as an example of why it's bad, why think bad? These libs talk out of both sides of their mouth. Aren't you just basically...
The whole intro is just this guy? Oh my God!
Hollywood prostitute theft?
True! Yes!
Well, gee, who could have predicted this? Who could have predicted that women who are in positions of power may act overtly emotional just based on, well...
Oh, yes! Oh, this slanderous piece of shit.
The hormones in their body.
You're like a little petulant child.
Yes or
no? These people just hate facts. They hate facts.
No, yes or no?
God damn! This guy got a blood sports intro. Oh, Lord.
The latest episode of Call Her Daddy.
All right, so I'm just... To make this clear, we're locking in. I am giving you all of my opinions here as well. We are going to be overanalyzing these retards. And in my opinion, nothing shows the complete destruction of a movement when someone could be completely, and utterly not socially acceptable with the things that they say, and politically incorrect in every possible way, promoting conservative values and living and surviving. Oh my God.
He features a lengthy interview with Oscar-winning actress Charlize Theron, entitled I Don't Need a Man. In it, Miss Theron explains how she reacts to people criticizing her for being a single mom.
I want to just look at them and just be like, do you know how fucking great it is to live exactly how I want to live?
By the fact that you need to say this on your podcast, my opinion is you're a deeply unhappy woman.
To experience motherhood exactly how I wanted to experience it.
A mother of children that have a 42% chance of committing suicide. Good job.
And I know the next thing they say is well, that's not fair on your kids. Can I tell?
Correct. It is not fair on your kids. You absolutely miserable bitch. It is unfair to your kids. It is unfair. A child needs two parents. Statistically, it needs to be a father and a mother. All right, that is a nuclear family, as they say, and that absolutely, statistically, based on complete evidence, backed, researched evidence, that is the healthiest house to raise a child. According to every single statistician on the planet, this is a fact. No matter how hard people try to tell you that new liberal values are better, okay? It is a fact, confirmed by everyone, that a nuclear family is the best. All right? You are cruel to your children.
Tell you something, that will be their story to tell. I can't tell you. I can only tell you that this is the best way that I know how to be a mother to them. And maybe they'll grow up and tell their story, and I will respect.
I'm sure they will. Bro, she has two kids that are both transgender. How did that happen? Is that not grooming?
Well, she also wanted audiences to know how liberating it is for her children not to have a father.
That is a cruel, vindictive bitch. She ruined their life.
I love that I don't have to run every fucking thing by a guy. I love that I don't have to, oh my God, co-parent. I fucking love that I don't have to do any of that stuff. And my children, we joke. Listen, I think you can tell, this is how I raise my kids.
Yeah.
Right? We don't hide this shit.
Great. Hell yeah. You're raising degenerates. Good job.
Sorry, while Charlize doesn't think husband or father is important in life, she hasn't given up on men altogether.
I found this freedom in my 40s where I'm like, oh my God. So I just want
49
to say this in perspective. I've probably had 3 one-night stands in my entire life. Okay. But I did just recently fuck a 26-year-old, and it was really fucking amazing.
In my opinion, if we switched the genders and you'd have some dude on a podcast, a 49-year-old guy being like, yo, I went out there and I smashed 26-year-old pussy, the feminists would kill themselves. They would kill themselves in protest. They would lose their mind. All right, just to make this clear. All right, they would lose their mind if a man said that, just to be honest.
Fuck yes. Yes, and I've never done that. And I was like, oh, this is great. Okay.
Why are you so proud of being a degenerate? I don't understand. Why are people so proud of this? Honestly. This whole, idea of going out there and sleeping with a whole bunch of people. Like, it's gross, right? Like, it's private. It's your business. You should not be, like, overtly flaunting things like this. That's just my opinion.
Okay. Let me just say that 26-year-old is the luckiest fucking man walking on this goddamn planet. He's walking different today, knowing, oh my God.
He for sure is not, but thank you.
No, he is.
Well, the episode's been viewed by nearly 1 million people so far. Reaction's been divided between those who celebrate Charlize as, quote, a powerful badass.
Fuck yeah, you're a whore. Good job.
Epitome of a strong woman fighting against the
what a strong woman
evil patriarchy, and others who in equally strident language view the whole episode as yet another example of modern feminist media denigrating the role of men at every given opportunity, all of which makes it a good starting point for a lively debate. Well, joining me for this battle of the sexes, host of the Crucible podcast, Andrew Wilson, who I could imagine was visibly shuddering as he listened to those clips. Jedediah Byler, who's the host of the Jedediah Byler Show.
All right, I don't know her.
Commentator and author of the Case for Cancel Culture.
Dude, I love this guy. I love this guy. Every single time I see this guy, it makes me so happy. His name is Ernest. I don't remember his last name, but this dude is the most woke person on the planet. I love this dude. Oh my God.
Gotcha.
He will go out there and he will say the most insane shit. Insane shit, bro. Oh, I love it. I love trans Star Wars.
Oh, and so the editor of the User Mag newsletter, Taylor Lorenz. Well,
there she is. When she's not supporting terrorists or slandering me, she's out there defending women having sex with children. I'm sorry, not children. People half their age.
Welcome to all of you. And Jedediah, welcome to you especially because you're making your uncensored debut. We always like debutantes.
All right.
I'm always astonished.
Thank you very much, Pierce.
Always astonished when people come back for more. But thank God they do. And thank God Andrew Wilson does. Andrew, your thoughts on Charlize Theron? She doesn't need a man. She likes banging 26-year-olds when she feels like it. You don't need fathers in life. You just need a strong, badass woman.
I'm so happy that we're having this discussion, bro.
You know, it's really funny. The reason nobody cares, really, very much when a 40-year-old attractive woman has sex with some random young man is because it's not impressive.
True! Dude, you don't understand something about men if you think it's impressive. All right? You do not understand something about men. All right? He's completely right. It is the least impressive. Dude, you don't understand. You don't understand. Men will fuck anything.
It's impressive when men can bang young women because most men can't bang young women, but most older women can bang young men. So it's just not an impressive accomplishment.
Yeah, it's also degenerate, all right? Let's not forget. Let's not forget, by the way, all right?
Of course, these are the same women who will screech because, Leonardo DiCaprio decides that he wants to change up at 25 years old, any of the broads he has hanging around. But this is not an impressive accomplishment. All a woman needs to do to get laid is go somewhere where there's men and
is have tits. That's all she needs to do.
Offer it up. It's not the case for men. So it's an unimpressive accomplishment on its face.
So feet-wise, it's not impressive.
As to the rest of what she's saying, this is just normal tripe, right? Her kids are the ones who are going to get punished. They're always the ones who get punished.
Absolutely,
we can look at the data.
Her too, by the way. I just want to make this clear. Her too. They're both going to get punished. The children are going to get punished for growing up in a degenerate household, and she
Thank you for the follow-up, Bacon. Stream Element said, thank you for following up, Bacon.